Alright, you guys asked for it, but don't say I didn't warn you. Death metal. You're too busy sucking off the memory of Chuck Schuldiner in the shower that you haven't realized your genre has been treading water for 2 decades now, and yet the next time a band from 20 Buck Spin comes out with a new demo from a band with an unintelligible logo, 5 songs, and no originality, you will practically fall on your knees for the cassette. Grindcore. Your preference for the best concert experience possible is 6 sweaty balding dudes in a basement of an abandoned tortilla factory, with the lights flickering, a heroin needle on the floor, and enough spit on the microphone by the end of the setlist to single-handedly bring about a new strain of influenza. Nu metal. The strange case of a genre where the listeners actually enjoy all of the most popular bands within it and completely disregard the underground scene at the time for how cringy it was. If you were a kid growing up in the late 90s and 2000s, you likely hold this genre with so much nostalgia and influence, and hear the influence of bands like Linkin Park, Slipknot, and Korn all across the modern metal landscape. Listening to any of these classics brings you back to your youth. Funeral doom metal. Your favorite bands could average a 1 riff per 5-minute interval consistently, and you would still put your hands in your face like a Shakespearean tragedy and proclaim it to be the most ingenious 5 minutes you have ever heard in your life. Doom metal. Please take care of yourself, I don't want to lose you. Gore grind. If your vocalist doesn't sound like a gurgling sewer drain that needs a plumber immediately, playing amidst a jackhammer for a guitar and a fucking tin can being hit with a stick, you're uninterested. Power violence. You really looked at grindcore and said that wasn't enough for you. Noise grind. You really looked at power violence and said that wasn't enough for you. War metal. You have been pissed at the fucking world since you have come out of the womb, and you haven't stopped making it everyone else's problem ever since. Unblack metal.
Edgy satanic music for the everyday lad in a polo at youth camp.
Sludge metal. Would you like some actual music with your distortion and feedback? No? Okay. Power metal. Honestly, some of the chillest fans in the entire metal community. I'm dead serious. Power metal fans are some of the coolest people to hang out with, and they usually don't take themselves or their genre too seriously. Black metal. Between the outsider culture, the church burnings, the literal murders, the flock of neo-Nazis, and much, much more, you barely have time to listen to the music. And when you do, you've become adept at dodging bullets like fucking Neo from The Matrix for allegations of being satanic. But it's okay, because you can drown them out whilst listening to your favorite band, who likely sound like they were recorded on a BlackBerry from 2002 down the street and around the corner in a cave. Black gaze. Are you a clout-chasing normie or someone who genuinely likes the music? Doesn't matter. Sit down. You're gonna get hated by the entire black metal community regardless. Avant-garde metal. I don't care how far you have gone down the rabbit hole, the strongest of avant-garde metal fans still cannot come up with a single consistent definition for what their favorite fucking genre even means. Extreme metal. Hey guys, we literally don't know how to categorize this band, and we don't particularly care, so let's just call them extreme metal. Glam metal. Glam metal fans will confidently criticize genres like gore grind and pirate metal for being gimmicky and based on lyrics and aesthetics, but will be perfectly okay with men in makeup and leotards walking out on stage and singing like they just caught a hammer swing to their nutsack with hair like Cyndi Lauper. Melodic death metal. Extreme metal for people who don't like extreme music. Death grind. Your favorite band either has too much death metal and not enough grindcore, or too much grindcore and not enough death metal. Christian metal. You were forced to listen to specific kinds of music growing up that aligned with your family's beliefs, but to this day you will die on the mountain that some of your favorite bands made straight bangers. Progressive metal. How does it feel to be the one guy at every single party that infinitely rambles about a hyper-specific niche topic that no one fucking cares about, but is too socially inept to realize that no one actually cares about what you're talking about? Gent. Everyone loves to dump on your genre not being a genre, but you're too busy with your Beat headphones cranked up all the way listening to the progressive metalcore. You get all the perks of listening to Gent without the shitty reputation that Gent fans get. Brutal death metal.
The determining factor and measurement of if a band is good or not to you is how much the vocalist sounds like a troll living under a bridge. Based on that, it is either not heavy enough or tolerable. You are constantly in search of something heavier.
Slam metal. There is no person that hates a slam metal fan more than another snapback wearing slam metal fan arguing with the first slam metal fan of if the band that they like are slam metal or not. Pirate metal. Tell me that your favorite band is Elstorm without telling me your favorite band is Elstorm. Death Doom. Slow, sad, sullen headbanging, It's gonna be okay, man. It's gonna be okay. Thrash metal. Even if you don't like the band you're currently listening to, you can't resist the shredding and the solos. They're like a magnet to you. Also, the German Big Four are better. Sorry, not sorry. Electro grind. You're living in the fucking Matrix in a way we normal mortals cannot even hope to comprehend. Metalcore. Tough boys, beat down, hardcore, emo. You feel like a tough bitch when the breakdown hits, so you stage an all-out one-man mosh pit in your bedroom at 3 a.m., whirlwinding through the air like an oscillating fan, but then the chorus hits and you're back in your sad boy hours contemplating your entire existence. Crust punk. You want your band sounding like filth. Straight filth. Hypothetically speaking, the more a crust punk album sounds like it came out of a dumpster filled with sewer rats, the better. Black and death metal. You are in a constant war of bands either having too much black metal and not enough death metal, or vice versa, and you are still seeking the perfect balance. Symphonic metal. You wish you were born in the 1300s with how you play out your imaginative scenarios of saving princesses in distress and whisking them off to your castle. Deathcore. You still kinda have the persecuted complex of the 2000s and 2010s despite no one literally hating your genre anymore. You're either a lover of the purest early Suicide Silence and Whitechapel approach, or you also enjoy how the genre has expanded to include so many different influences. Either way, your genre is in a pretty good place, but according to the community, your genre isn't metal. Sorry. Alternative metal. Not heavy enough to not be a poser to your metal friends that are more extreme than you, not soft enough to be appealing to your friends who listen to Taylor Swift. Groove metal. No matter how many times a band plays the same chugging basic dime a dozen riff, you will never get sick of the stank face you get when it finally hits. Speed metal. Whiskey, big beards, and punk attitudes. Speed metal fans are the perfect blend of chill and respectful, but also aggressive. Also, if you ever meet a speed metal fan, I guarantee you they will have a vest with a vast array of patches and can tell you every single story of how they got them. NSBM. Who hurt you as a child? Melodic metalcore. If you aren't sobbing by the end of a breakdown, you aren't living. Industrial metal. You had a bird shit on your head once, and ever since then you've been living your tragic anime main character arc every time you listen to 9 Inch Nails. Rap metal. Woo! Revolution! Fuck the police! Vegans forever! Capitalism sucks! Together, we're going to change the world! Said the average Rage Against the Machine fan, sinking lower into their sofa crease with a bag of Frito-Lays at their side, scrolling on their iPhone made in a sweatshop. Electronicore. The one genre the vast majority of metalcore fans are happy disappeared. Post-metal. Whether you're high as a cloud or completely sober, one way or another you are coming out of your favorite album reaching a higher level of enlightenment and disassociation. Funk metal. Tell me your favorite instrument is the bass without telling me your favorite instrument is the bass. Symphonic black metal. Symphonic black metal fans are the equivalent of people who need sprinkles on their ice cream for it to be digestible. Viking metal. You're cool, and from the sheer amount of testosterone in you, man or woman alike, I genuinely would not want to fuck with you because I would fear for my life if I said anything bad, so I'm going to move on. New metalcore. How does it feel being the combination of the two genres metalheads despise? Folk metal. You're either a druidic nomad living out your pagan traditions in the Highlands of Scotland, or you're alternatively a Dungeons & Dragons fan who has a scarily large collection of novelty cosplay swords sitting beside your limited edition Lord of the Rings books. Gothic metal. You wanna get let in on a secret? This is how metalheads can get away with being emo kids and still be cool. Grunge. You're the ideal romantic partner for someone who is frugal because your shopping consists of the clearance section at Walmart and the local thrift store down the road. Mathcore. If you can listen to a complete track in 5 minutes and literally not know what you just heard, you consider it a masterpiece. Kawaii metal. I do not ever want to see your search history. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Be sure to leave a like and comment down below and subscribe if you're new to the channel. I would really appreciate it. Spent a lot of time on this video and it was a lot of fun to make. Really appreciate the support on these types of videos. Let me know what you would like to see in the future in terms of this series of like what your favorite blank says about you, because I have a ton of fun making them. Take all of this with a grain of salt because I love all of these genres and love bands in all of these genres, so I'm just taking the piss out of them a little bit and having some fun with it. Don't take it too personally or too much to heart. With that being said, be sure to like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to join the review family today, and smash that notification bell to be notified of my future uploads. You know who it is, my name is Jay Morris, and I'm signing off saying farewell.